welcome to my Unreal Engine 4 tutorial series on how to make a skill tree. And last time what we did was toggle enough this skill tree UI, and if we have enough skill points we can unlock the skills by clicking on it, and you can see this golden bar. But if you create, you can see this is also being golden because our enumeration set, the double jump, it also applies in here. So you guys don't need that, you have to make each enumeration different. So it's a simple fix, right? So today we're gonna make a thing that when we unlock this skill, this should be available to you, but it is not available right now. And when you click on this, this should be owned. So if you have enough skill points, if you click on this, this should be owned and this should be available to you, right? Like this, you can see this owned. So open your skill slots and open your skill tree UI both. On your skill slots, first after learning a skill, so on event graph, sorry, not on mouse button down, on your get skill, after getting a skill, set skill details, because right now it wasn't updating. And let's check it out. So if we hit play, if we have enough skill points, if we click on this, this ready to learn will convert it into owned. So if you click, it will convert it into owned, real time update. Okay, after that let's make actually how this works. So inside here, make a custom event called unlock every valid slot. So it will gonna unlock every valid slot, and let's make a function called unlock slots. This one, open that up. So let's make a function called slot unlock. This will require some variables. So first is, okay, this first is a neighbor. So first make a parent slot. So parent slot, the type of his parent slot would be your skill slot. So skill slot, the object reference. Second one is your neighbor, the type of a skill slot, but it will be array. So click on this little icon, you're gonna see this array, so it will make an array. Third one is your suggested level. So suggested level, suggested player level, so make more sense. Type should be your integer, and it's not array, it's a single variable. So click on this single variable, and by default value is should be 1. We have done all the things. Hit compile and save. Inside your unlock every skill points, just call that unlock slot unlock. So slot unlock function, and we have to unlock every slot. So how are we gonna unlock that? So let's say when clicking on this, we have to unlock this skill. So skills, this will be your parent slot, and whatever you want to unlock will be your neighbor slot. So I want to unlock this, so this would be my neighbor slot, this one. Get, and from this array make an array, attach this one to here. If you want to unlock 2 or 4, you can just add this pin and attach how many you want, but I want to unlock only 1. Hit compile, save, and in your slot unlock, what we're gonna do? So first we're gonna check if it's okay or not, and if it's okay, then we're gonna unlock it. So how are you gonna check that? So inside your skill slot function, let's make another function, unlocking slot, and input would be a suggested player level. Suggested player level of integer, and we have already made a variable called suggested player level, so just set it here. And if our suggested player level is if our players current players how much our current player level is greater than or equal to our suggested player level, so get player level, and if our players level is greater than or equal to our suggested player level, then and then we're gonna unlock that skill, right? Because some people do is unlocking a slot of every stealth skills, but they do not unlock the combat, so then it would be a bit more cringy. So we're gonna do that. So how are we gonna do that? So inside here, let's make another variable called neighbor, and type of is skill slot, and it would be an array. If you don't know array, you should probably learn a programming language. It would be a very handy thing, and it's all. So grab that array, and for each loop we want to unlock it. So for each loop, grab a node from this array element and set is available to true. Yep. And after that we want to refresh our slot. Hit compile and save. So this is gonna refresh it. On your skill tree UI, we have made this function, so we have to call it. So how do you gonna call it? So grab your parent slot and unlocking slots, this one. Set this suggested level to this one, and inside here grab a parent slot node and set neighbor, and the neighbor would be this neighbor we have just created. Attach it to here. Let's double click and make a reroute node so it makes more sense. And the condition of being unlocked this call is the parent slot should be unlocked or should be owned. So get is owned. So if it's true, then and then we're gonna unlock our skill, right? I know this not looks so good, but it's gonna make sense. So we have done this thing, slot unlock. Just open this, and on mouse button down, you're gonna see we have made this get skill. So inside this get skill, what we want to do, if we learn that skill, then we want to unlock. So open your learn skill, and inside if we learn our skill, then what we want to do, so get your skill tree UI, make a room bit here, and set every what the function name was, unlock every valid slot. The function was this. Hit compile and save. This will gonna unlock. So I think we have done the thing of unlocking part. So let's test this out. Hit 4 to get a skill point. So right now it is not available, and this is ready to learn. So if we hit click this is owned, but this is not okay, and this was unlocked. You can see this ready to learn, but it is not updating the part of refresh. So we're gonna just simply add that refresh function in here. So how do you gonna do that? So inside our unlocking slot, this function, we want to refresh the slot, and this target would be this array element. Just attach it to here, and let's set if it's working or not. So getting a skill, if we click this would be unlocked. You can see that. Yep. So it is working. So we have learned how to unlock our neighbors. Right now we want to learn how to update our players level. So this is not necessary to update in my style, you can do that. So open your XP component and you can see our players. This one is your XP level and this is your max level. So how much your XP can increase up to. So it will stop when our level, maximum level reach, our current level reach to our maximum level. Let's talk about this first. In Assassin's Creed Origins, Ubisoft made something like this. Your current level is your player's level. But in your Assassin's Creed Syndicate, they have made a different approach. So if your current level is increased, you will get an experience point or skill point. But your player's level would not increase. The player levels increase only if you have spent a certain amount of skill points. And we want to do that now, right? So I'm obviously we are making a replica of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, so I'm gonna follow this part. But if you want to do something like Assassin's Creed Origins, then you can just simply go back to your level up, and in here the player's current level, you can just set it to your player's level by grabbing this and take a reference from your component, skill tree component, and set back to here. It's up to you what approach you go. So I'm doing a replica of Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So inside here we have made a next level skill tree. So whatever our next level points required to update our level. So let's say I want one skill point required to update my level. So I'm gonna make another function called update next level skill point SP, and we need an input integer called required integer. Compile and save. So grab your next level skill points, hit minus, so integer minus integer, attach it to here. If this one is greater than 0, not greater than or equal to, greater than 0, hit branch. Then we want to set the next level to whatever it was, this one. So we want to set it to our next level skill point. So if it's true, then we're gonna follow this part. So our level would not be increased, right? But if it falls, then our level would be increased. So double click on it. So it would be a clean approach. I'm not making that straight line, but you guys gonna understand it. Pardon. If it's false, then first we want to absolute it, so it won't get us an integer minus value, because let's say we have 2 minus 5, so it will gonna get you a minus 3, and if you minus it in here, so it will gonna exceed it, so we don't need that. So we wanna make this an absolute. After that, what we want to do, we want to get it to for our buffer values. So let's make a local variable, and I'm gonna call it buffer points, buffer point, and this would be an integer, not integer 64, integer, otherwise it won't gonna work on your 32-bit operating system. So we have done this thing. After that, we have, if it's true, if it's false, then we want to increase our level. So plus plus increment integer, and the increment integer would be your player's current level. Get your player's level and attach it to your diamond. Like, after that, we want to promote that to a variable, local variable. We have just created this local variable. Set the buffer points inside here. Okay. After this buffer points, we want to grab that player's level, the plus one. Make sure it's plus one because we have already do that. And switch on integer and attach it to here. So whatever the player's index is, whatever the player's level is, it will gonna unlock that one. So we have done all the things. So add a pin, and this would be your start index should be 1, because we have already player's level set it to 1. So the start index should be 2. So if our player's level is 2, then what will gonna be? If our player's level is 3, then what will gonna be? So this is for our what our player's level currently go through. So grab a node from here and set it to next level skill points, right? So next level skill points, set that. And what this would be, so minus, so integer minus integer, and in the second part you have to set this buffer points. So get the buffer points and set inside here. Okay, so we have done this part. After that, let's make 3, 4, 5. Just duplicate this, Control W, duplicate this, hit Control W again to duplicate this. So this is our player's level. Yep. Now what is this? So if our player's level, we need if you see this is 1, so we need to spend 1 skill points to level up to our level 2. When we are level 2, we need 2 skill points to go through our level 3. In a level 3, let's say we need, you can set it to whatever you want, it's up to you, it's your game. Let's say in your level 3 we need 4 skill points to level up. In your level 4 we need 6 skill points. Inside here we need 8 skill points. Hit compile and save. So we have done all these things. And now go to your skill slots, and inside your on mouse button down, I think this one is here. Before refreshing a slot, just get your skill tree component and update next level skill points. And the next level skill points would be your required skill points. So the required skill points, or no, I think this won't, because it won't gonna call it, so we don't want to do that in here. We actually want to do that after learning a skill. So if it's true, then and then we go only. So on your learn skill, just grab this, not this, grab a skill tree component and update your next level skill points. Yep. And the next level skill points, it's what the skill points are required for to unlock the skill. So get required skill points and attach it to here, hit compile and save. And let's see if it's working or not. So we have 1 skill point and our player's level is 1. If we click on this, you can see our player's level is increased to 2 and our this skill is updated. So if we get enough skill points, so 2, so now we can update this one. Okay, we have find this issue, this is not available, but it should be available. So yep, we're gonna fix that. Pardon. So inside here we are setting it to is available, right? So yep, it is a simple fix, not much. Yeah, so inside here on your event construct, on your skill tree UI, just make a sequence. And what is sequence do is then 1 and then 0. So then 0 is executed first, and when you execute this to your end point, this will gonna execute this one, and in here we want to unlock every valid slot. So unlock every valid slot. So this is a simple fix. If we now hit play, so we have enough skill points. So if we click on this, this would be unlocked and our skill points are level up, our players level up. you can see this is already unlocked, so it's won't gonna unlock again. So we have enough skill points to unlock this, so it is unlocked, and we require 1 skill points to unlock this. So if we hit click on is this, okay, so if we click on this, this won't be unlocked. Why this won't be unlocked? Because I think we have set a suggested player level to something up. Let's check this out. On your skill tree UI, where was it? No, we haven't set it that. Then why it wasn't done? Because it's not available. Yep. So you need this skill should be available first. So click on this. So you need to set the whatever skill you need to available. So this the first row should be available, right? Otherwise how do you gonna unlock it? So you need to available certain skills, and from that skills you want to unlock the other skills. So I have enough skill points, so if I unlock this, this would be unlocked. If I unlock this, this would be unlocked. If I unlock this would be unlocked. And you can see this all skills enumeration set it to double jump. So that's why this all are set it into yellow, or let's say golden, but you have to set it to your enumeration. Now we have done all the things, and now for the last part. So after unlocking a skill, we actually want to use that. So how are you gonna do that? You can see in your skill tree component, when we learn our skill, we set it this boolean to true. So let's check this out. So open your player character, and what the double jump is do. So double jump is set your player's double jump to true. So you're gonna jump twice when your double jump is true. So on this jump, whenever we press the jump button, I don't need this comment. So whenever your player press the jump button, we want to jump it twice. So hit compile save on your skill tree component. After doing so, grab your player, get character movement, where was it? Get jump count. Yep. So I want to set jump count. So set jump count, and I want to set this to 2. So whenever our players this is true, then we're gonna jump twice. This would be after unlocking a skill, you want to do that, you can do this also. So getting this and get the skill name is double jump, right? And hit branch. If it's true, then you want to follow this part. If it's false, then you have to follow this part. It is up to you. So let's say I can now jump only once. If I pressing space again, it is not jumping twice. But if I have enough skill points, so after clicking the, I should be jumped twice. So if I press double, you can see I am jumping twice. So it is working, right? And I have showed you how to add your own custom skills by just setting up to your skill tree UI by, like, let's again try this. So get your skill points, and right now I want to set it to inside this one. So this one I want to scale this new skill. This should be our new skill. Description, skill icon should be whatever you want. Let's say this one, this anchor. It would be available because it's a first skill, so it should be available. Require point should be 1. Hit compile and save, and we have to make an enumeration obviously because it's our new skill. So on your skill tree enumeration, set a new skill enumeration. So new skill, hit compile and save. And inside your skill tree UI, we want to set this enumeration to your new skill. Yep, hit compile. On your skill tree component, let's make a variable called new skill. This would be a boolean, and make the categorize it to skills and set this to true. And on your get skill status, just set this to your get skill status, and voila, you have done all the things, and now this should be work. So if you can see our this skill, it require 1 skill point. So if I get this 1 skill point, if I press this is unlocked. So this is how you can do a skill points. And if it's unlocked, then just open your player character or whatever you are using, whatever your player, grab your skill tree component, get a new skill. If it's true, then you have to set your skill benefits. If it falls, then you have to follow this part. So alright guys, I think this is all for this series skill tree. So I hope you guys like this series. Thank you so much guys for watching, and bye bye.